Hello and welcome to your monthly numerology here at Readings at the Round Table. I'm Jennifer and this is your monthly numerology for November 2024. I love this. I do. I love that the numerology for November and December is always the same monthly numerology as it is in January and February of the next year. The reason why I love that is because we're sort of carrying over a little bit of the energy from the previous year, moving into a new year with a new number, because 2025 is a 9-year. Currently, 2024 is an 8-year. 44 8-year is what I say. There's some people with numerology that don't feel that way. That's fine. To each his own. But this is a 44 8-year, and moving into 2025 is a 9-year. So it is going to be the same, but a little bit different feeling of the vibration with the numbers that you have for November as in January. So, but it's carrying the same energy over so that you can kind of clear the energy, move into something new, while still bringing a little bit of the old with you. You know, making yourself comfortable, I guess I should say. So for November, we've got a few things happening, some interesting things happening astrologically. On November 1st, we start the month off with a new moon in Scorpio. New moon in Scorpio hits its peak at 8:47 a.m. on November 1st. So not only is it happening on the first day of the month, but it's also happening first thing in the morning. So I really do love this. And by the way, that is 8:47 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's when it hits its peak. On November 2nd, we have Mercury moving into Sagittarius. Now, this is not the worst place for Mercury, but it is certainly not its favorite place, because Mercury rules Gemini, which opposes Sagittarius. And so it's feeling a little bit uneasy because it's opposing something that it rules. However, here's the kicker. Jupiter is currently in Gemini. Guess who it rules? Sagittarius. So, and that's the more modern version of astrology. If you're looking at the traditional, it's a different ruler, but this is what we're going with. So Jupiter rules Sagittarius, Mercury rules Gemini, and they're opposing each other. So this is going to be real entertaining for a minute. That's what I'm going to go with, entertaining. On the 3rd of November, we have Mars moving into Leo. Mars does enjoy being in fire signs. I mean, it rules Aries. So Mars does enjoy being in Leo. It's a good time. On the 11th, Venus moves into Capricorn. Again, not a horrible place for Venus. Its worst place is in Virgo, and who can blame it? I mean, I have a Virgo sun. I can't blame Venus for that. But definitely, it's not a horrible place for Venus. So again, we're just still dealing with a lot of the planets are moving into places that are not the worst, but maybe not their most favorite. On the 15th, we have a full moon in Taurus. The full moon hits its peak at 4:28 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And also on the same day, Saturn goes direct in Pisces. So that Saturn is currently in, again, not the worst place for Saturn, but certainly not its most favorite. But it's giving us a little bit of a boost on our discipline. Now that Saturn is moving direct, it's giving us just a little bit of a boost in our discipline, because going retrograde in a water sign, it's already feeling a little weird in that water sign. And now it's going retrograde. It's just like, okay, this is good. But going direct, it is going to give us that boost in our discipline that I do feel like we need. On the 19th, Pluto moves back into Aquarius. Now, I haven't looked ahead into 2025 that deeply, but I do not believe that Pluto goes retrograde into Capricorn again. I think Pluto is here stationing in Aquarius for the next 20 years. Pluto does not fully leave Aquarius until 2044. So we're in this for the long haul. Yeah, I kind of dig that. Now, on the 21st, we have the sun moving into Sagittarius. All right, Sag season. I mean, I love all those Sagittarius out there just like, oh, celebrate good times. I know, you're in it. On the 25th, we have just a little bit of a curveball, but not a huge one, because we deal with this a few times a year. Mercury goes retrograde. It's okay. We're going to be okay. We are. Just make sure you read the fine print. Make sure you double check everything. It's going to be all right. It's a few weeks out of the year. Like, what is this, the third time or the fourth time we've had Mercury retrograde this year? I know. It's not horrible, and I'm double ruled by Mercury. We can get through this. And it's after the election, so we should be clear. Hopefully. Well, the election here in the U.S., just FYI. And it's really gearing us up for this holiday season. Mercury retrograde, mix up in communication. Please double check with your guests. Please double check with everything that's going on. And please double check like prices and your money situation as we move into the holiday season. More on that in just a second. Now, at the end of the month, we're ending with 3 planets and North Node in fire. We have 3 planets and South Node in air. 2 planets in earth and 2 planets in water. So it's pretty balanced. I mean, we're in a pretty balanced situation, I feel like. More so than we have been like some parts of this year. But I'm really digging this. I feel like this is going to be a fantastic month. Now, I want to tell you about the stone that I have picked for this month. Or maybe it picked me. I don't know. But I want to talk to you about this lovely, lovely crystal stone, however you want to put it, and see what you think. Okay, so the one that I picked is sodalite. Sodalite is such a fantastic stone. I mean, look at this. Look at how gorgeous this is. And look at how many different sorts of like, I want to say like variations we have. Okay, we have some darker ones, we have some lighter ones with more of the white veining in it. I have some rough and some polished here, some smooth. This is like one of the prettiest like examples. I love this. Look at the browns and the blacks and the whites and the blues, and it predominantly is a blue stone. But wow, 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 wow. The thing about this bracelet I really want to show you is, do you see like all the variations that are in this bracelet? That is fantastic examples of like all the variations that you can get in sodalite. I know. And this, I can't help it. I mean, isn't that just gorgeous? I know you can see the reflections of my lights, but isn't that just a gorgeous piece? And of course, we have like the ones that are, don't roll off. Don't roll off. Stay right there. We have the lighter ones that does have, you can still see the little bit of brown in it, but the lighter ones are still, I mean, so pretty. I even brought out a wand, you know, a wand, a heart, some polished, some of the more like rough stones. I have a lot of these. I really like sodalite. So let me tell you why I like sodalite so much. So one of the things that I really, when I was looking up, and I got several different books here. One book that I pulled from was Crystal Therapy by one woman that we don't speak of a lot. And the other one is Judith Lukomsky. I think I'm saying that right, but Crystal Therapy. It is a fantastic book if you can get your hands on it. The definition that I really love is helps you release control issues, increases psychic awareness, and is wonderful. It is a wonderful third eye stone. Seriously, that is fantastic. And I think that releasing control issues during this time of Mercury going retrograde is going to be really important. It also helps clear electromagnetic stress. So being around like your computers or being on your phone all the time or having to use your GPS, this is a good time to like use some of this stuff. Use sodalite to help clear out some of this stuff. This is great for building self-esteem, self-acceptance, self-trust. It relieves panic attacks, phobias, guilt, mental confusion. I think that is amazing. I really do. This stone helps to stimulate the pineal and pituitary glands, and it harmonizes with the third eye and deepens meditation to understand the circumstances in which you find yourself. Again, we're entering into the holiday season, especially here in the U.S. because we have Thanksgiving before we run into Christmas. It helps to eliminate confusion and intellectual bondage. It releases mental conditioning and rigid beliefs, creating space to put new insights into practice, bringing about emotional balance. I love that. It transforms a defensive or overly sensitive personality and releasing core fears and control mechanisms and integrating the shadow qualities. It's useful for groups. It brings harmony and solidarity of purpose, stimulating trust and companionship and encouraging interdependence. Sodalite clears, again, electromagnetic pollution and can be placed on computers. I think this is such a wonderful thing. I do. I love this. I love this stone. I think it's wonderful. And this is the other book that I use, The Encyclopedia of Crystals by Judy Hall. Highly recommend this book. I have a couple of copies of this. Can't get away from it. I know. I love it. I do recommend it to everyone. The other thing that I wanted to tell you is I am going to be pulling from 2 decks of cards today. I'm going to be pulling from Moonology, the Oracle cards, and the Goddess Guidance Oracle card deck, so that we can get some advice for your individual monthly numerology. Yeah. I'm really looking forward to November. I'm really looking forward to revisiting this monthly numerology when we move into a 9-year and seeing what the difference is, what the vibration is going to be like, because with this month in particular, we have a lot of planets that are starting to move into into new signs. They're going direct. They're starting to go direct. Mercury's going retrograde. It's a lot of energy, but I'm looking forward to seeing what the numerology looks like for you in January under the different vibration of a 9-year. I know. So excited. All right, stick around. Let's see what your individual numerology is for your life path. And so we can get through the last of this 8-year. Hello, Life Path 33. Well, it's me and Mouse. Mercury just took off. She's here too. But this is about November for you. This is going to be an awesome time for you because you're a spiritual person. You're a spiritual life path. And 7 is the vibration of the month of November for you. Your numerology is 7 for the month. And that is a very spiritual number. It is a very spiritual number. It's about spiritual connection to each other, to yourself. And yes, I think that that's important. Having a spiritual connection to yourself, to your higher self, to your guides, your angels. Yeah. A spiritual connection to the universe, a spiritual connection to nature. you know, really having that spiritual connection, that relationship, this is going to be really crucial this month. This is also a month of spiritual study, spiritual expansion. Like, bring out those metaphysical classes that you've been interested in taking and you're just like, which way do I want to go here? Open yourself up to different points of view where it comes to spiritual or metaphysical topics. This is a wonderful time of discovering like another layer to yourself, another layer to your spiritual self. This is also a time of trusting your own judgment. And part of trusting your own judgment is like really understanding your intuition, having that connection to your intuition, having that connection to yourself, being able to trust your own judgment and trust your intuition is really, really important. It is. I think it's important in any month, but in a 7-month, we're really, really going to see this highlighted. More of this vibration is about searching for and recognizing peace. The thing is, a lot of people search for peace, but they don't recognize it when they have it. I don't necessarily think that that's going to be a tough one for you, because what you are already here to do is help other people with self-expression. You're very supportive of that, and you're very supportive of opening up your heart and your eyes, and you want to help other people open up their heart and their eyes to different perspectives, to different ways of the way people do things, that there's not really a wrong and right way in your spiritual journey. It's just about you. This is also a time of introspection, of contemplation, of analyzing and assessment. I think that's why we're going to be looking at things from a different perspective during this time, is because you are analyzing and looking at things and going, I know that's the way I've always done it. I know that's the way I've always seen it, but is it the right way? Is it? Be creative with this. That's really the crux of it. Be creative. It's going to help you a lot because that's who you are. You are very creative. And you lead a life of abundant spiritual growth. So having a 7-month for you is just right up your alley. It really is. The mantra of the 7 is, I am graceful spirit, finding insight, beauty, and peace all around me. Again, I really do. I feel like this is right up your alley, Life Path 33. You are so dynamic. You really are. And you have a craving for balance. Balance is really key to your life path number. And I think experiencing the 7, where you're analyzing, you're assessing, you're really contemplating and looking at another perspective and not just like your own little worldview in this little box. I think that does bring a lot of balance to your life. I really do. It's important to have that, that spiritual side and that physical side to keep grounded and to keep your connection open, but it's also really important to look at things in a different way. Open heart, open mind. Opening your eyes to something else. Yeah. The lesson of the 7 is making choices without retreating from others, finding the answers within yourself and trusting them. Oh my gosh, trusting yourself. This is really going to be, I feel like this is really going to be a boost to your confidence. It's going to help you to move outside of your comfort zone a little bit. I think that, I really think this is going to help you to accept yourself more than maybe you've been used to. It's a little bit of a challenge for you, Life Path 33, but I think it's wonderful. I think it's going to be great. So the vibration of the shadow side of a 7 is self-imposed isolation, self-doubt, insecurity, and running away from problems and decisions. I want to repeat that by emphasizing just a word here. Self-imposed isolation, self-doubt. It's a real issue when we're in that time of a 7, because you're meant to be trusting yourself when you're in this vibration. When you're in the vibration of a 7, you're meant to be trusting yourself. You're meant to be looking at things with a different perspective, increasing your connection to spirit, increasing your spiritual knowledge, your metaphysical knowledge. And that can definitely lead to you saying, oh my gosh, I don't know if I can address this right now, and just running from it. Don't doubt yourself. I mean, feel the feeling. When you start to doubt yourself, embrace it. Just go, okay, I'm feeling a lot of doubt for myself right now, but I'm going to find something that I know I do well, and I'm going to bring that confidence back in. It really is a good time of finding a way to accept yourself and accept the fact that maybe you are learning something new. You don't have to be perfect at it right away, right? Keep working at something until you get better at it. I mean, the first time your mom handed you a spoon, I can guarantee you were not good at using it. I can guarantee you were not good at using it. But now you use a spoon without even thinking about it, don't you? Yeah. All right. Did I cover everything? I think I did. All right, let's see what kind of advice cards we get for you. Because I feel good about this month for you. This is going to be a great month. Okay. It has the potential to be a great month. I'll say that, 33. Trust your judgment. I think once you start trusting your judgment, it's going to be easier for you to put that lack of self-acceptance in the back seat. Ooh, Kuan Yin, compassion. I love this. Release judgments about yourself and others and focus on the love and light that is within everyone. I can't make this up. And I could not have pulled a better card for you. Compassion, Kuan Yin. Release judgments about yourself and others and focus on the love and light that is within everyone. That's so perfect for you. And don't forget, Mercury is going retrograde this month, so there could be a little bit of with trying to understand yourself or trying to get other people to understand you. But it's okay. We'll be fine. Mercury goes retrograde like 3 or 4 times a year. It's okay. The great thing is that Saturn's going direct. I like that. Ooh. The void of course moon. Okay, I can't get this to. The void of course moon. Nothing will come of this situation. I feel like that has to do with worry. If you're worrying about something, or if you're experiencing self-doubt and you're running away from problems and decisions, or you're not stepping out of your comfort zone, that could really be a lot of this. Let's see what the book has to say of this. Okay, nothing will come of this situation. Moon is void of course. In a form of astrology known as, I'm going to say this wrong, orrery, where an astrological chart is cast according to when the question is asked and decoded. A void of course moon means nothing will come of this matter, or the situation will bear no fruit. This may or may not be good news depending on what you are asking. For example, if you are worried about something, whatever it was, this card can be taken as a sign that there's nothing to worry about. However, if you're asking about a new project of any kind, including a new relationship, it's a sign to adjust your expectations or change things so you can get a different outcome. Remember, the cards can only predict what you are currently creating, and you can change that with both your behavior and your beliefs. I trust in my highest good. That is so important. You do need to trust in your highest good. You need to set the worry to the side. And really, when you are not in a place of accepting yourself, everybody else is going to have a real hard time accepting who you are and what you bring to the table. And let me tell you something, 33, you are freaking awesome. You bring good stuff to the table. Thank you so much for joining me today, Life Path 33. Thank you so much for your support on my channel. Your continued support here just means so much to me, especially after I took that little 4-month sabbatical. I know, I'm going to stop talking about it. I am. But I do really appreciate you, and I look forward to continuing our journey into 2025. I know. We got to get through 2024 first. We got one more month. Well, December. So November, December, 2 more months. But I'm really looking forward to being on this journey with you. Thank you again. I hope you have a wonderful November, and until we see each other next, get out there and make your magic. Bye.